Watch out, watch out. Yeah.
Pretty, here in the updo.
Man, first thing I say, it's the first thing I see.
Things they happen.
Yes, morning everybody, everyone's. It is Friday.
I saw what listen about the style person from the chat yesterday. They said, "Oh, he looked like movie star."
Yeah, I tell you. Got a Hollywood thing that George Michael finish.
And I tell you what, Mr. Frisco is wearing. It looked like the silk finish.
Oh yes, sir. Smooth, soft. Make me feel sexy.
He's wearing his silky smooth.
Hey.
Yo,
as you know,
in shirt that make me feel sexy.
Yes, when you buy shirts like that, they do come with matching dries and suspenders. Yes, they do.
Suspenders too?
Suspenders to keep up your dries.
Wow.
Yes. Yo, Mr. Frisco, Miss Love, please query me this.
Mm-hmm.
A few weeks ago, dare we say a month or so ago, fireworks made a bus everywhere, every block, every street corner. Fireworks made a bus. And then, lo and behold, and they made a bus for no reason. Lo and behold, we are at a political election. Somebody won and bust off firework, and the person was promptly taken. No,
they did not have a permit.
I thought that busting fireworks was legal. The way we made it go on the other day.
Thanks God.
No, but serious, that's weird. Why would you all of a sudden say, why didn't they come out with something and say fireworks not legal again? Or something like that? Because everybody know a couple of months ago, firework was apparently legal. Everybody
had permit.
I don't even know about it. I want to defend this position, and I don't even know if I should.
They had permit.
Defend the position.
You got me now. Mix up feeling right now, sir. Early Friday. I don't know if I figure left.
Me and Lisa talked last night about this, and we figure out me I dash you the first thing in the morning.
I don't know that I agree, and then I one say something, and then I
Make I tell you that why. Make I tell you why I should say it. You know why I should say it? Because just like with me with yesterday when I say, I'm more or less there that I think that I'm in the pan like the Shine faction, even though I don't know that.
Yeah.
But when you asked yesterday, if I think you go in that court and I had to tell you, no, well, I don't think you should do that. That would be a bad.
Oh yeah.
Even if you
like you're torn between your
between
perspectives.
Two lovers, feeling like a fool.
All right, so okay, they're like the lesser of two evils. So let me see if I can swing this. So on one end, they got extra on the one end.
This one funny, Liz. This one funny right here.
Right? So for some strange reason,
I'm waiting for it.
Who's ever benefit December, they overfull the bucket.
Yes. Yeah.
But they tell her the bucket that only for that room.
Order like the 10 grams.
Yeah, the only for that room. You can overfull the bucket to no more in that room.
But that's it.
The moment you come out of that room, and that room end at December 31st. After December 31st. So now that me done wrong, you're not supposed to overfull the bucket and got the room the flood. So that I mean one scenario by itself, and leave, and now on the other hand now can't come outside of the room with this overflowing bucket. Somebody decide they're going way on outside on the veranda now with the bucket. And they said, not so.
Not so.
When the free paper bun for December, when you take advantage, when you do up the citizenry, right? When you disturb the peace all through December, spile up the Christmas people.
There you go.
Have on the fun done. What's that thing then? Cause lot of them residuals they boat, Lot of residuals they boat.
Oh. You must have bad stomach after have to defend that position, Josh.
I'm on the position because they give them the carte blanche to overdo it, but they say you overdo it. But when I say stop overdo it, stop overdo it.
But did they actually come out? You see my point?
Yes, Chester did say that whoever get permit, the permit me up December 31st.
It's almost some trivial,
yeah.
But somebody there or a few days get shaken up because of something. Like I would have figured they would have probably come out and said, yo, we don't have no free paper, we're not allowed no more, right? Like that. But again, this is one general election. If there is any place where fireworks one day, it won't be at elections.
You still have to get a permit, though. You still have to get a permit.
Yeah, you need your permit.
I'm sure they had permits in Orange Walk.
So all of the fireworks when the bus off, in December time, everybody had their permit.
This is what I'm saying. The permit, they allow them to overflow the bucket. You get permit for those stupidness. The permit, first thing, the way how the permit they give out, I know wrong. And I know illegal. You can't get a permit for a whole month.
Exactly.
You're supposed to get permit for one event, one location at one time. They don't give you permit so you could just anytime you want for a whole month. But that is understanding that some of these people probably don't know if you read or they abuse the system.
Who don't want a reason?
They abuse the system. And the commission, because I still call on the commissioner of fireworks.
You got
and pyrotechnics. That falls squarely upon him. He give out their permit in December. He give them out. He allowed they believe some people for broke every law. They don't know anything about the kids. They don't know the kids, brother. They are big people. Which kids you know go across the border and go buy illegal thing and bring it back and make something illegal legal? Come on, but that's another story. And I hope that this year coming, you refrain from the action there.
Well, I'm glad that nobody never did a pan cutter because firework made it was there.
Yeah,
I want to say good morning going out to Colville. Colville said, good morning, Groove, Lease and Frisco. Good morning. One thing I don't understand why the OAS had to see our election. You would think they would be checking on the border if Guatemala is encroaching on our territory.
Don't they always check on our election?
Yes, but I agree with Colville for a different reason. The OAS can't do nothing with the border right now. I'm not the ICJ hand. But I would have asked, and I must say that the Champs de l'ICA in Belize was also one of the observers. I was hoping that I would have seen one in the rural north area, because I would have tried to ask them, what are you doing here checking our election when UNO nominated one felon? When UNO country they crash?
But I never America, man, the Organization of American States. I never America.
But
it was the Organization of America.
I don't like Casale. I don't like which American states are they talking about? Texas.
Well, you know what it is. You know Ohio. What it is. They never America can watch for everything. Sunday. But we've been to under the same thing. We've sent representatives to watch other people's elections. That's not what Belize thing. That's not Belize thing. It's happening all over the world.
Yes. But what I'm saying, check them people where they talk.
Yeah, but
that organization and see the accent.
And it comes to watch the election, right?
Yeah. But all I am saying is, I would not want a murderer to come and tell me how to love thy neighbor. I would not want a thief to come and tell me how to be honest. And I would not want a group of people who can't run their own election to tell me how to run mine.
America, sir. They never say America, United States of America. Come.
So we had, I assume then we had some people from South America, Central America, and North America.
10 individuals were here. I don't know which country all of them come from.
So. I can check right now because it's Friday and we not got enough time
10
for
individuals
here.
Yes. OAS election scrutineers. How you spell OAS?
Try it. Sound it out.
Yeah. Anyway, continue because of the title.
But I mean, you can like it or not like it. A part of the process, that's what they do.
But I know that
Yeah, but yo, bro,
we
do
engage in
some.
Why
This,
even worry? It don't make no difference here nor there anyway. So
Yeah. You know something? I believe it does because it shows that we are a part of the delusion. Maricaria Plata, okay, she no song fanfare, and she's not like she'd get deported.
yes, Mary Carmen Plata, head of the
Yeah, she don't know fanfare.
Observer Mission.
Yes.
Okay.
I want
Yeah.
to say American, you'll fall right into the trap because why would you believe that American means America? When America, the North
Because
America,
Catholic
South
says
America,
so.
Central America.
Casale says so when it comes.
Come on, group. You say what they say about America,
I
that
wanna
only
find out,
America.
I really want to find out. I really want to find out.
For what purpose?
To see if we have a right to tell them on to take care of our own basket before they take care of who you want.
I mean, listen, the politicians need anything have to come true for the. Remember, you're going like Trump when we want to separate yourself from the world with our global world.
My boy, how dare you take that back?
You're going
Take that
Trumpish.
back
For
before
a big Friday morning, you're going Trumpish. That part of the
take that
process.
back before I get the next bus
That
done
part
right
of the,
now,
that
yeah?
part of the process. They,
Watch out.
they come in, view the thing that the politicians they want free and fair elections.
They want everything to be on the up and up.
Yeah, free. You don't have
Yeah,
to like.
but
You don't have to like them. You can have your opinions about other things, but yeah.
Yo, this is it's imperative to the.
Play the insert, Alexei. OAS Observer.
Yeah, make we hear the accent.
Play the answer. Play the answer,
The
please.
groove. I mean,
Yeah,
why?
make we hear the
I,
accent.
you don't have to like them. Even if all of them come from the States.
Met with the main, with the parties that are participating in the election, the political leaders and different stakeholders, the authorities as well. So we've been looking at different aspects such as technology, electoral processes, different aspects of the election from the beginning, from the outset, and then today in the end.
The Organization of American States has made recommendations from previous electoral observer missions that there be a redistricting. That has not happened. Are you satisfied with the manner in which the court proceedings are going?
We are reviewing the present situation of that, and that will be included also in our report. We've, of course, been asking and following up on our prior recommendations, and that will be included also in the report. We will issue a report at the end of the process, a preliminary report in the coming days, and later on a full report. So definitely something that we'll be looking into and reporting on.
For the benefit of our viewers, those who may not understand why this is important or significant to the process, can you explain the nature of this mission and why it is important for it to be done?
Yes, it's important because it supports the electoral authorities as well as the different parties and the process itself. So we follow up on the different matters that can improve the democratic process in Belize and that can help people actually participate in an environment that is truly attending to the needs of everybody so that everybody participates in the best way possible.
How do you view that our laws actually allow that if a candidate is uncontested in any division, they are immediately returned on nomination day?
Well, we don't look into the particular local aspects of the election, but we definitely speak to the stakeholders. So we will report on any issues that come up through our process of review and report on that as well.
Is this unprecedented or does that happen elsewhere?
Well, it's likely that it can happen in other jurisdictions, so we would report on that as much as it does.
All right, Sir Groove. Let's say you.
Well, I could tell
Ayaw
that
mali Latin American in ayaw mali
the big tall gentleman that was speaking, I believe he's MAGA.
Okay.
I already did a thing on Marie Carmen Plata. I believe she is from. Oh man, she's not from the U.S. Marie Panama, I think it says.
That's why it says states, brother. Organization of
Yeah.
American States.
Yeah.
The
Meaning
big tall
more than
gentleman
one.
was not talking.
Yeah, well, there's some states that I would not welcome.
Got clear.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
It's a part of the process,
Steve
man.
Jeffrey is defending you.
Clear.
Which Jeffrey?
Jeffrey Joseph, he says very low blow indeed, Frisco.
Oh, you
Take
mean
that back.
Oh, no.
Never
All is
compare the
fair in
growth
love
to
on
the
Fridays.
Uh-huh. Oh yes, when they say, oh, they act like Trump, true?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's
Very low.
gonna hurt a little bit, but you're gonna feel a little pain.
No, but I want to tell you something.
Bobby B says, Groove, he says, well, be careful, they send you back to the army. They send
My
you
guys, the army. The
Yeah.
army.
Okay, let me the thing is this, Belize, young nation has had many elections and they've been overall peaceful, and we've had our transition gone over no problem, and we never had to wait 2 months for the transition. You lose today, you're out, you're gone. No, you're not going to clear out your desk or nothing, you're gone. Carry your furniture with you. Yes. So I think that our elections stood the test of time already. And I believe that other people come to our election. Where you going? You going to culture there? Come here, give me a kiss.
Who is that?
Come.
Is that a little one?
going to
That must
today?
be a little one. Oh, that's not a little one. That's a big one.
It's a
That's a big
Nisi
one. But yes,
It's a little big one.
when we have people come here to look at our elections, it's almost an insult, because we have no reason for people to come and look at our elections. We should be sending people to those countries to look at their election, because we did it for we want good.
But
The
who is
reason
to
why
say
those
we
people
don't?
should come,
But we do.
the reason why they should come here.
I think we had individuals go to Venezuela the
Yeah,
other
yeah.
day.
But the reason why they should come here is to learn from our election, not for the tail we, because we apparently the only thing we say we do wrong that we carry our coffin, you know.
No, but it's important on the global scale to maintain these things. You can't be isolated, and because then you start to look upon you like, what, you want to be a dictator? You don't have to like the
Alright,
system,
down the
but
clock.
you don't have to like the system, but you got to participate in it.
Yeah. Well, at 20 past Friday, so we're not argue about this one long.
No, I mean, part of the process. I mean, if you start by no coin, you no coin, you start to isolate yourself, and then but we live on our
But you know
global
how when some people come to your house and you're welcome there, so other one come to your house and you're just like indifferent to the fact that they're there. I think that we should be indifferent to the fact that a scrutineers are here.
When they do go and maybe they say, we were in Belize and Belize ran a nice election, everything was smooth, there wasn't any. These are the things that go back and are discussed.
Yeah, well, we don't hear that.
You know,
If we
halfway
would
I-
hear that.
You know,
Yes.
you know you live it.
That we don't mind if they come here. They know they come here for no reason to eat up the food that is polling area.
Why you left the people alone? Why you the trip on everything?
Yo, I gotta tell you something. I like the world the way it used to be run. I like the world when you had your Lee racism here, you had your wars here, your wars there, your hunger here, your pollution there. I don't like the world we live today, because we have all those things, but they're up in the air among other things going on now. And the people, when there is a cancer in a one area of your body, they try to isolate it so you don't get to the rest of your body. And when there's cancers all around us, we should try our best to keep Belize cancer.
So you want to be
free.
all right. So if you act like that, then you try to become a cancer yourself and say, well, he acts so no coin neither. You know, he acts so no coin neither.
No, they're like the screw worm.
We the fella.
They're like the screw worm. We just try to keep it out of here.
No, but then anyway, we're gonna call her.
Yes.
Oh, you know the
Good
man
morning,
in Carla.
Frisco, Lisa Groove.
Hi,
I do
Colville.
agree with Groove when it says it's an insult. Because
Hold on, but then it's not happen
Hold on,
only
let
that
the man
Belize.
continue.
No, I'm trying to make the man
No,
understand
no,
that this don't happen
congratulate me.
only that Belize. I try to make, I'm not sure the way you say it, so just to make it
yeah,
that
but
out of the way.
I wonder what to ask you. Do you think when they have Guatemalan election, does they?
I'm sure they do.
OAS? Huh?
Yes, I'm sure they
Excuse
do.
me. Colville, could you
okay.
please go on with the
My
congratulations
main
of me?
concern is.
Well, I think we get last with the OAS where they still partaking of this peacekeeping thing, but this election observing thing that also something that they do under that umbrella. It's not necessarily linked with that border thing, but it's something that they do across the Americas.
Yeah,
Frisco,
but if
I
you
do
see
not appreciate the fact
somebody
that
to do wrong,
Bill
you don't
when
think
he
they
congratulate
should
me.
try and straighten out the problem that they're doing wrong? I mean, look.
Well,
look
you
at
can't,
the
you can't
border.
hollow people and lash them. So I don't know what you want we do. Like, either, you know how this thing works.
Yeah, I mean, we live on the river, and the people at Towe care where they Livingston. You know what I mean? I think that
I think
something
we
with
get the emotions mixed up with the OAS mission where
Who's talking to Livingston?
the thing with the border thing and the OAS the observing elections across the Americas. That kind of two different things. But if you want to match it up, go ahead, no problem.
Anything we got
I
on
just
initial,
think that they
ICJ
have
or
the nose
AS,
sticking at the wrong direction, you know.
Well, I mean,
Anyway, that's my
they not stop doing it, and as long as the governments and governments and countries allow these things to continue, come in, consider the fair elections, we have, I don't think, in a matter of who, it could be Donald Trump himself. We invite you in to come see how our election run, how peace in a Belize our election run. I don't think we should close the doors. I think we should open the doors, make more people come see. That with our peaceful
I
people,
would
this
love
is
to
how
come to
elections run.
America's backyard.
Yeah,
Yo,
man, they
all
come
right.
see, man. Why we don't want to close the door and hide? Where we they hide for?
Could
We're not
Gold Bill hear
going to
me?
make it seem like something to go wrong. Like
But
we're not being honest.
You see that your
Could Gold Bill hear
interpretation
me?
because they have these missions we come every time elections run all over the world. This is not a Belize
Gold Bill.
thing. But anyway, go to, you know, I hear you.
That's my point. That was it, you know. I mean, I think just.
I see a way when I got the IMF come and check by your how you spend your money. Why? Because you borrow money outside?
Yes, but then we hear them report.
Yes. And you're correct.
we had a
As long as you
report.
borrow them people money, they come and take. You're a part of the
Yes,
world.
but we hear the report. We hear where them say Belize to do good. OAS go, you know, hear nothing.
I don't know. I mean,
We don't get a report?
you might get a report.
We don't get a report.
5
Anyway.
years ago, do you remember if you had one 5 years ago?
Frisco, tell Colville to continue with the compliment to me,
Don't
please.
you go and Equalville because the man never got the man gone.
You got, you see?
He gone. The man,
Wait
we
till-
the whole
wait till
fair
Boca
elections
come.
and free and fair elections. And also, for those who might say, yeah, there are some irregularities because you got people want to hold positions that the redistricting and thing has to be done. Then sometimes you have to get pressure from outside to make the politicians inside say, "Bye, make we get this thing done because the rest of the world they watch." What are we saying here? Pressure come for all pot, you know. Pressure come for if we want for we politicians they do a redistricting and balance the thing out. Obviously they're not willing to do it. Maybe they need a little outside pressure.
The OAS suggested that last
That
time they were
we
here.
just talk, but I just know. Marisol just asked her. They said they don't get into it, but they're looking to different things and make.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I might
But
be.
you can't tell
But
me
it's
what
like,
you do.
make Belize. Listen to me. This is not a Belize thing. They never just call a Belize to target Belize. This is something they do world over in the Americas. You know, they go check finally. We send people. We send somebody that, if I'm not mistaken, I'm not sure who we may send Venezuela the other day, and the minister was asked, "What's your take on we're going under Venezuela?" He never gave a direct answer.
Yes, instead of just saying you're the thief the election, you know.
But they Belize had a representative there.
Did our representative say, yo, the thief the election, you know?
That's why he was asked. The minister was asked, but he never answered
You
directly.
did not answer.
So then what is the purpose of these things?
But he
For
wasn't
him to
asked.
know.
He wasn't asked under the banner of the OAS. He was asked as the Minister of Foreign Affairs for Belize.
Yes, so exactly. And if he don't know and he was
never say
there,
no. He
What
was
he
asked
say?
because he said we got this nicely relationship with Venezuela, with the oil business and Owen.
and the money where they save.
Right, so that I mean a political answer the man.
Yeah,
I never
because
said
of that,
that
I can't tell you that they thief the election.
But I got a commercial break. I message you. Where got leave flower now?
Try adjust your thinking before we come back.
No man, I don't say I don't share information and
Yeah. Yo, by the time we come back, maybe there's gonna be another airline incident, but American. There it is.
There it is. Plateau.
There it is. Yes. Move.
Yeah, boy.
You know how much Johnny cake that? Oh, Hannah, bring that here. 1 second, please. Bring that here. Anything left in there?
I'm coming.
As you know that me and Hannah have to be taking care of our betrothed because she can't do a whole lot of hard work. Last night, Hannah made the journey cakes.
Madam.
Need ingredients and baked all.
So you cut it open in butter in or what? You cut it open?
Coconut oil.
You cut it open in butter?
Of course, what you mean?
It's a check.
Anybody when you cut open a Johnny cake and put butter in there, definitely has to be Taliban related or something like
Never
that.
get sanction.
Yes,
Sanction.
yes, they.
How you understand check, Eric?
Hey.
That too. When I call the OAS because they don't eat Johnny cake.
Johnny cake,
So that they could oversee that.
If we Johnny cake no need nothing. They only need that cut open hot with butter.
Yes.
No need nothing
Now
else.
tell me something. When the Johnny cake cold the next day, right? Do you all warm it up again or just eat it cold?
Right back in the right now the toaster oven for a couple.
I like it cold.
No, I don't want it.
What?
I need it to go back in a toaster oven. Just toast up a little bit.
That's the one woman thing, Frisco.
Yeah.
Because Lisa and Donna, they want it cool. Me and Frisco, we like it hot. You the hot too? All right, Hannah got sense. Hannah the hot too.
So we don't have sense?
I never said that. Wait, what is the way I don't say?
Save you, me boy. I'm gonna save you. We're going to commercial.
You try starting. You try starting.
Lexi.
Look like I have to go buy crooked tree right
now. Get the man slap with the powder, man. With the flour.
I beg you.
Wow, there it is. Yeah.
Yes. Thank you.
Flower Fridays. You're locked into the morning stew, man. Oh, boy.
Johnny cake.
When we come back, I mean, yesterday, before we go, the Prime Minister wasted no time. He was sworn in yesterday at 2 o'clock.
Yes.
Right. And we're going to arrange the new structure of the cabinet over the weekend and do an official thing on Monday. That's what came out of the Krem News Center. So, right at it.
We heard that they have put the dresser this way, they have put the cabinet there, and they have bureau going so.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to find out who gets what.
Who gets what portfolio?
I believe most people are get what they had. They are probably relieved Radwell or some because I think he had the biggest portfolio. And he had like 2 portfolios he had to carry. Man. Everybody carry one.
Here comes a person of the female kind. Eat the Johnny cake, right? So no reheat.
What? You see what I had to tell you? It's a biological thing.
I'm not telling you, Johnny. Oh, sorry.
What? Oh,
was this on? Was this on?
Tap, yeah.
Johnny Link said eat it right, so no man.
Of course, Johnny, that's what we do.
Man, you gotta rewarm it.
You have to try to get back the same experience, right? You know, when it come out of the oven, it's warm and it's hot.
No, we're
then
good.
Then the butter melts. The butter melts.
It melts right in there.
Yeah, they got the fluffy side, and then I got the crispy side, and
we're good.
When it gets cold,
that's because men on the inside we are warm. Yeah, women are cold.
Oh boy.
Boy.
But I make a save enough for you. We'll come back. We'll be right back.
Try go quick.
Yeah.
At Brothers Habet and Habet, we
Alrighty then. Here we go. Free Flow Fridays. Free up the flower. Locked into the morning stew, everybody, everyone's 13 minutes after 10 o'clock. That's what it is on your Friday. The sun is out. The sun is out
I
here.
want to say good morning going out to Kathleen E.B., who prefer Johnny Cake warm.
E.B.
Yes, also to Ellen Sue, and I do believe that she like her Johnny Cake cool.
What?
Yes.
That's the way to go.
Yes.
That is wild.
It is not.
I tell you, one of the nicest things to eat Johnny Cake with, that's chicken sachets or cheese.
Hey,
Sachets.
Groove Yard.
Yes, sir.
Rhapsody said Bernadine got the out, whatever it is.
Bernadine got it.
On the bus.
Case closed. Bernadine's got it.
Bernadine's got it.
Oh, Bernadine's got it. Okay.
Remember that commercial some years ago when you wanted to never wanted to get charged for a collect call? When you get on the bus. When the operator says you want to make a collect call or you go to the operator, so you just make one. Bernadine's got us on the bus.
All right.
That's the message.
Whatever rapper me fit do for you.
That's it.
Oh, all right, cool. God bless you, Bernadine, and God bless your rapper.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
I like it
So
cold.
that's the info. That's the 411.
Cold Johnny Cake. I don't know about that one.
That's a terrible thing. That's a terrible thing.
Yeah, whole Johnny Cake with some jam on that. Oh gosh, man.
Jam, yes. You remember a few months ago there was a South Korean plane in January that just caught fire. Airbus Scan caught fire at the Gimhae International Airport on the 28th of January, causing 3 people on board to sustain minor injuries. Well, what they found out was that there was a power pack, a power bank, you know those things?
Yeah.
It had an overhead compartment, and it overheated and burst into flames and destroyed a whole airline. So that was what happened in Korea. But not only that, what happened in the US of A, in the great state of Colorado. See you later. Passengers on an American Airlines flight were evacuated onto the tarmac of an airport in Colorado as fire broke out on the plane, sending smoke billowing in the air. Footage of the evacuation shows passengers huddled on the wing of the Boeing airliner. Hey, there it is, Boeing. Some holding bags with flames burning near the bottom of the plane. Yeah, the Federal Aviation, who had like half of their staff cut by the administration, said passenger used inflatable slides to reach the ground safely at the Denver International Airport. So I don't know if you could say it's superstitious or if you could just look at the facts, but we have had more airline incidents like this happening in the past month and a half than I remember in the past 3 years. So something to go on.
A bunch of things happen.
Something. Yeah, something that was changed is affecting air travel.
Not right.
Yeah.
But like, they got to jumpstart though with those Boeing scenarios. And that was Boeing's fault.
Because remember one time wheels made it drop off?
Yeah. But that was Boeing's fault. They not made it do their work.
Right.
Yeah.
It could be that.
That's because.
Or could it be that the airlines, like, as in everything, because in the cut corners and whatnot, and that you're not supposed to. But again, that's why you have the authorities who are supposed to make sure they're not the cut corners.
Yeah, they were cutting corners. Some whistleblowers from the company came out and said they were cutting corners. But the people that would be checking to see if they're cutting corners, this administration fired all of them.
Yeah. Nobody,
so
no checks. Nobody.
Yeah, there's no checks. Yeah. Speaking about no checks, in the great country, I believe is it Nigeria? In Kenya, a British man killed by the president's convoy in a hit and run. In a hit and run. You could understand if they were a regular person, but this is the presidential convoy. And news is, this ain't the first time. But this time it's making news because the gentleman killed is British. A British man has been killed in a hit and run incident involving a vehicle in the motorcade of Kenyan President William Ruto. The man, who has been named as 79-year-old Edgar Charles Frederick, died on Thursday after being struck in the accident on a main road in Nairobi. Police detained the driver, who has since been released on bail. They say he was driving a support vehicle that was traveling at the rear of the president's motorcade. According to the police, the president did not know, but the driver, who failed to stop after the incident, would appear in court following the investigation. So it happened very, very quickly, and he was put on bail. But they said that the only reason why this came to light now is because it is a British citizen.
Okay.
Because it said that this has happened quite a few times where even the president's envoys in the motorcade has been killed. So they drive fast.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how that works. I mean,
that's crazy.
You're in the street. It's not one vehicle, it's a motorcade. How does pedestrians get involved in that?
Me don't know.
Well, that's why TMI, Lexi, TMI. But TMI.
Oh my gosh.
And they tell them to call for nothing, that's why they tell them that.
Exactly.
Ask for nothing, you don't get nothing.
But you know what happened though? That's why, when you have presidential motorcades like that, and they usually travel kind of fast because they don't want to give anybody anything, you're supposed to be blocking off streets well in advance, and when they pass, you open them. So I don't know how that gentleman ended up, there, where he could have been hit. And when he was hit, this vehicle that hit him wasn't like it was a support vehicle. It wasn't like a mandatory vehicle, So why would he have stopped? Oh, good morning, Spooner. Spooner says, but of course, we are British. Yeah, here. I'll drink to that.
To the Queen.
Yes. But,
morning, Spooners.
The joke of the day comes to you from, one gentleman called Mr. Boker.
Okay.
Boker, Boker said that Johnny went to school and he wasn't feeling good.
Oh, gosh.
So the teacher asked Johnny, he said, Johnny, what's wrong with your son? Johnny said, my mother in the hospital and my daddy dead at the police station. Teacher said, oh Lord, Johnny, poor thing. He said, go home, man. And Johnny gone home. Later on, the principal office, the principal asked the teacher, he said, what happened to Johnny? And the teacher said, well, Johnny, mommy in the hospital and father at jail, so I had to send her home. The principal said, you fool. Johnny mother a nurse and the father a police.
The moral of the story is?
I believe Johnny.
Believe Johnny.
Follow the details.
Johnny bad.
Follow the details.
Thank you, Mr. Boca.
Yes. Follow the details. That's not what I said. How you say it.
How you say it. Speaking of how you say it, Mia Motley said it quite plainly. In a speech. Yeah. She said that during COVID, that Cuba was the one that helped them. And, basically she was saying right is right. You cannot justify a wrong action with metaphors and all kind of nice words. Cuba helped them. And she said if the cost of not turning your back on Cuba is not getting a visa to the States, then so be it.
I think she has one, right?
Huh?
She would have one.
She has one, yeah. She has one. Yeah, and something, man, nobody is disputing the influence and the power of the United States. We all know that. Where people, I think, worldwide, the challenge is the idiocracy that is steering that ship. It is the dumb things that are happening.
That's a Trump. I mean, come on, let's say it.
Well, no, I know. I'm getting tired of saying that name. But the things where they happen over there, politically, we have to pretend like they're normal and justify it and speak of it like if it's normal. When this guy gonna look at us, call us his backyard and say that if we continue dealing with Cuba, take away visa, as a collective nation, we should stand up with two middle finger up. But we not do that. We're going to pretend like all of this is normal and try to negotiate.
I don't think nobody's saying normal. I think and what was said, especially in Belize's case, where it seems that Mr. Fonseca will be given back wholly and solely. What the Prime Minister had to say is that in these challenging times and dealing with what is the United States regime, kind of hinted that, well, Minister Fonseca, who will be the Minister of Foreign Affairs, will need all the time to deal with that level of business there. And so it's not going to be a mixed bag for him. No education and the other stuff. Just that. Based on the challenging times that countries don't have to maneuver around what is Donald Trump. Well, that's what I got from what he said. So I think countries know, but countries who are vulnerable like Belize, we still have to act in our best interests. The European Union and Canada, they could play more hardball because they can. But we have to navigate carefully through these waters. And I think that's what the Prime Minister made say, so.
Okay.
So, we have not gotten used to the fact that we as CARICOM that are black. There's quite a number of countries in CARICOM that are using the same currency, the same way how the euro started. So eventually, I believe down the road, the majority of CARICOM nations are going to have one currency and speak as one voice.
You believe that?
Speak as one voice.
You believe that?
I think so.
Yeah,
I think so.
I do.
I
do. No, I'll tell you, because if you look at what is happening all across the world, blacks are trying to come together with one currency. They have the euro, they have the US dollar, you have the yen and the rubles, the rush. Everybody try to get their currency more power. And all I am saying is, even though political correctness is right, even though being polite is right, we should not, or not just we, nations should not have to be jumping at the crazy whims of a person who might have syphilis. You know, one of the things when you have syphilis is that you think the way that this guy is thinking. Doctors been looking at that lately. But
the problem
every
is
time somebody jump up and say the sky red, we shouldn't have to get up and say no, it blue, or we shouldn't have to pretend that it red.
Yeah, but the problem is not currency. The problem the way internal structure, how the things, the imports are mostly from the US. The banking and the system we do, we peg to the American dollar, we not peg to no other dollar. So we have to totally restructure what it is we do around here. But right now, as it is, this is the situation you have to deal with. Nobody knew that the guy will come in and this are all of the stuff here and do.
Right.
Well,
our reality is the reality that it is. We peg to that. We depend on the US tourism.
Yep.
So
Why
we can't just say why scrape off everything and forget it. No, but we're too connected, and that's the reality.
Yeah. And while we try to figure out where we are, you have other places like you say, Europe, way bigger than us, who are already changing their structure because they realize that the structure as it is not holding up. So we could stand up here if we want, and we could try to play like we are hold up the structure instead of trying to restructure ourselves and go down with the ship. We could do that if we want, or we could just start looking at other options, looking at other alternatives. If most of our imports come from the US, well, there's other places. It might take a little time. It might be a little.
So that's what Donald Trump statement. Yeah, take one little time. You are female, little bit of pain.
Yes, but the thing is, we are
second one for today, no group. Careful.
No, the thing is, Hind said that because of dangers.
No matter what he say,
no, he is inflicting those dangers himself. Hind did to the United States what UDP did to themselves.
And so we would be doing it right now too.
Us responding to it wouldn't be something where we did do it. It would be a response to an action.
We still have to do
it. Not just to get up and say we are
circumstance. In his mind, that there's a circumstance for him. In his mind, why he do that. We saying it and doing it. We will have a circumstance why we do that too. Yeah, all relative. It's not relative to you. But it's already in his mind, he believes
what is it that you like?
In his mind, he believes what he need to do. In we mind, we want to respond to a reaction. And so if we do the same thing, but you know, you know that no happen.
There's a difference. There's a difference between taking an action and responding to an action. When
yes,
you take
bro,
an action,
but in his mind, he respond. I'm telling you.
When you take an action, you take a preemptive, premeditated action. When you have a reaction, it's because you didn't do the action. You are just responding to an action. What I'm saying is other nations, other countries look ahead and realize, yo, that ship is sinking. We need to get off.
We're not talking about that.
We want to stand up here and say, oh, we tied to them, so we can't get off. You know?
But I'm saying that's why you know have to agree, and we don't agree, but in his mind, and for them, whoever he there with, that was a reaction for them. He in his mind, he said, America's owe too much money and things got away and we spend too much money and the time for we stop. So that's our reaction. You might not agree with that reaction. The rest of the world not agree with it, but that's their action.
Yeah. But right now, 60-something% of the American, no, 56% of the American people
don't change the fact that they believe they act as a reaction too. We don't have to agree with that reaction. But that's to show you how everything relative, right?
56% of the American people do not agree with the way how Trump is handling the economy.
That not change the fact.
So, no, it does not change the fact. But the thing is that he is the head. He's the one dictating what's happening to the economy. We are all watching the economy crumble. And all we add is so I don't understand what the argument is. If you host the bun, you know, wait till it drop, you get out.
No, I don't talk about that. I just say, relative, when you say, you said, do this. Stop that, cut off America, cut off this, cut off that. But that's what they say to Trump, they say, cut off no, because we spend too much. He have his own justifications where we or you might not agree with. And now, post we in a position where we have to do the same thing. I just say it's all relative, sir.
That's all.
I don't say we agree. But, you know, hey, it is what it is. But, hey, the reality is, and I don't know, okay, make a visit the subject matter about what would a CARICOM dollar look like, and would that benefit Belize? Or how would it benefit Belize?
That's the question.
Belize have one of the top 5 currencies, I believe, in CARICOM. I think that for Belize, it would probably take a little lick more than for other CARICOM countries. I believe it would be a boost for them. For Belize, because our currency is so stable and so strong, we might take a hit, you know. But again, you have to look at things. Once you get married, you're not alone anymore. You're a part of a group. You're part of a duo. If you join something like CARICOM, it's just like with the third parties. You know, somebody have to be the leader. Nobody want to be the follower. So that's why they don't get together, apparently. If CARICOM came together under one banner, let's say, where we agree that we're going to have one currency, we agree that if one of us get aggressed, the rest are going to come and support in whichever way we can. Maybe we could get the European bloc to help or the American bloc to help. I don't know. But we have to look at that. We are part of CARICOM, and I don't know if we could get on a plane and fly to Jamaica. I don't know if we could get to a boat and sail straight to Jamaica. I don't know.
Yeah, you could. Jamaicans could come here, just that. Then they come.
I know if you go to you got to go someplace else to get to Jamaica.
Well, not because of the connection, not because of the travel. Not because.
Yeah, no. These are the things where we need to start to shore up. Before we get to that currency thing, we need to have one better import-export thing going on with the rest of CARICOM. We need to look where these other islands produce, where we might not have to import from big nations, you know?
But there's
ways, you know. Yeah.
But they're not producing. We got Grace Kennedy out of Jamaica. We import on a lot from.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure that there's other companies where we could import from.
Still, but
Goya. Goya and our Mexican company.
They ain't think no full length shells. We put a lot of stuff. Yeah. A lot of stuff come from China. A lot of stuff come from Taiwan. A lot of stuff come from some of the country where you don't even understand how to pronounce their name. But for some strange reason. But anyway, but then yeah,
Yo, bro, you know what this is like? This is like a relationship where they broke up and one person is still in love. You know when a relationship is breaking up because one person fell out of love, but the next person's still in love, and you just can't understand why your partner doing this? This is the way it happen. Because a lot of countries, including Belize, but we don't want to look on it yet, but there's a lot of countries who are reluctantly walking away. They are reluctantly looking for another partner. Because the person that they were in love with, the person that they invested all their time and energy with, no give one crap about them now. So you have some people who are staying in that domestic violence relationship and just take the lick. And then you have some people who want to walk out and say, yo, I could do better than this. I deserve better than this. And all I look for is to see where we fall. Are we going to remain in our domestic violence, our relationship, or are we going to walk out and say, I could do better than this?
What would it talk about?
We are talking about the relationship with the United States and the rest of the world.
Well, so far, there's no indication that Belize's relationship with America is fractured. We get caught up in what is going on in America and Canada, but so far, he never said no tariff for Belize. Some of these things and the actions are trickled down.
That way,
I haven't heard stop God of Belize to tourism. I never heard nothing like that. So that continues. Tourism continues to be a big factor, a major part of our GDP. So we don't want the language to be like, well, we at war with America, because at the same time, that's not the case, really. You could not agree with the things, but that's what I say. The Prime Minister said the minister will have a hand holy and soul in this so that they could navigate these things, because things will come were challenging to us, were not necessarily directed to us, but because of the fallout. And so we have to know if we navigate. That's the reality. We don't want to go giant no sign and say, well, screw America. And then put yourself in a problem where...
No, nobody, you see, and that's the thing.
That's why, so there's nobody, no riff. There's no riff.
Yeah,
the status
nobody is saying, screw America. We are saying, when we see an action taken, we should take an action to protect ourselves from that. One of our listeners
But
said,
no action has been taken towards us. They haven't said Belize.
Exactly, they had not said anything about Belize.
Okay. So, all right. Until they come for us,
that's how you do it.
Remain quiet.
That's how you.
Yeah, all right, I got you.
You have to maintain.
One of our listeners says, you think anybody would want to join up with us when one treaty that we are in, we are not living up to it? When the black people from the Caribbean come, the country want to send them back. Nobody will trust us. Okay.
Well, when they come, the thing with that is when they come, they still have to come under that you're going to Belize, and there are some criteria that you have to maintain when coming. You can't just come right. So when they come under suspicious circumstances, I believe that you use Belize as one transit. If you pass through, I think that's where the problem lies. Because anybody will come, you come for things. There are certain criteria, whether you like it or not like it. That's not the case, I guess.
Yeah, one of the reasons why they're talking about the Cuban doctors is because the regime, and I like the fact that you use the phrase regime and not administration. They feel like the regime feel like Cuba is using the doctors like for human trafficking. And everybody know that is not what's happening. But again, countries are
they call it forced labor, and
all kind of stuff. So countries when know better are forced to react to a delusional person's whim. And that's what I'm saying. Countries where other countries are trying to grow. The United States is trying to explode.
But I think and if they defend it. But that whole original thing, it happened that the fallout actually affect Cuba too, but actually was targeted towards Venezuela. And remember they had this thing with oh, Venezuela never want to take the thing, and so Trump, I don't want direct, I know, you know the way I like, I'm a punish you. And so that was directed to Venezuela, but also Cuba wrapped up in that too because of the type of things. But so,
and they also took away the rights to Chevron to drill in Venezuela.
Right, so that mean a direct response to Venezuela with that. You know, saying we need to take no.
I have to tell you something. Like I've always told my kids, I try to give them pearls of jewel, and I always tell them I don't mind to be taken a fool by somebody who I think may be as smart or smarter than me. But I resent the fact of being taken a fool by somebody who I know the hell is 100 times dumber than me. It insults my intelligence. And that's what I think is happening. You have nations across this globe where they try, build, and do better. And you have one fool where they try to disrupt civilization on a whole.
Yep.
And instead of nations coming together and say, screw you, you idiot, you want to be on your own, to hell with you, go on your own. We don't do that. We kowtow and use good words, nice politically correct words in saying, I know I don't follow this fool, but I guess that's diplomacy and that's political.
Yes, it is, yes. There has to be diplomacy, no matter if, you know, because when you're vulnerable, you got to take a different stance. You can't be like... We can't be like Canada and say, well, we care. We are lock off on the light, you know. We can't lock off nobody.
Yeah.
But hey,
you know that all of the White House meetings that they have now is televised so that they could show how tough they are.
Hello, Krem.
Yeah, Frisco.
Yeah, what up?
Morning, two people.
Morning.
Mr. Valentino.
Boy, Valentino.
In regards to the guy on the call last week, about the fire situation.
You know, I had him to talk about, right?
I had mistaken his number. I want to try to get in touch with the man. I got a few of these stuff somewhere and I want to drop off this morning.
You got your number, Liz?
Right. Let me get that for you right now, Valentine. The number is
635, I think, something.
Yeah, 635-8499, Lionel Chavez.
8499. All right, 635-8499. Thank you very much.
635-8499.
I think there's another bag or two down there too.
Okay. And we're still asking anybody who can assist him with anything. You could please give him a call at 635-8499. His name is Lionel Chavez.
Yep.
Okay.
CY, what up, man?
Thanks, Valentine. Hey, CY.
See, I'm missing from the scene for a minute.
I know, right? Hi, good morning.
I mean, the news yesterday was, basically dominated by the election. Yeah,
the elections, of course.
Election results. Not much other than that.
Mayor Motley of Barbados sends her congratulations to Johnny Briseño.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a few countries who probably did.
Yes, they have, and she's also the chair of CARICOM.
Okay.
So yeah, thank you so much, Mayor Motley. I like her name.
Lady, very cool lady.
I like her. Yeah, I like her name.
Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir. Good morning, guys.
Come on. Step up. Friday, let's go. No, boy.
Good morning,
guys. I'm so...
All right.
I'm so depressed.
One of my friends works for the weather department. He has a federal job, and his friends chase hurricanes. So, from what I'm saying, they did a lot of cuts in the weather department. So, he's telling me, well, you guys might hear about hurricanes a day or two before it hits your country because of all
we
of the
got for you on Weather Bureau.
What you say, bro?
He said we got
for you on Weather Bureau. We don't need no information from the GPS and the GFS and all of that.
Okay. I just want you to know.
The satellites they still work. They don't take down the satellites yet. So.
Yeah, you know what? Trump, Belize is too small for Trump to mention in his name. That's what I feel about Trump. He never mentioned Belize. To me, Belize don't exist in Trump. Even though you know about the cartels and all this drugs, you would never hear him mention anything about Belize. You know, so, but yeah, my friend said the hurricane and the tornado watches is going to have a lot of setbacks and cuts because of what Trump is doing. So you might hear about your Hurricane Lisa a day before it hits, you know? So you be careful about that right there. I've been trying to call that dude with that fire victim, but it seems like he has a bad Wi-Fi connection and everything. And he calls me
I don't know if he's got Wi-Fi.
Yeah, you know if you have...
Today, so I'm going to try to call him back today.
You have to call him on straight. You can't call him on online.
Yeah, you can't call him on Wi-Fi. You got to call him straight.
Straight up.
Oh, that's what it is, because he ain't got no Wi-Fi, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
right.
Straight up and everything. Yeah. Okay, guys. Well, you guys have a good day today. Hey, that guy Spooners, how did he get a name like Spooners? He eat everything with a spoon or something? People got some weird...
Oh, my God.
People got some weird nicknames. Or Big Hand Banner. He ain't got no big hand. I got big hands, though. I got big hands.
What's your real name?
You ever met... Ask him if you ever met fingers.
What's your real name?
Who, me?
Yes.
Oh, I like Candice Boot.
Good, you didn't Candice Boot. How you got a casale?
When I first moved to Dangriga, they want to know who me. In Garifuna, they say, Casale, who he? So
all right. That's how you get your name? Yes.
So I say, Casale. And they say, Casale, you think I know. And that name stuck and everything. But anyway, guys, you guys have a peaceful day today. And Marlon Quillen, what's up with my team, man? You ain't talking about my team in Belize.
They are in training.
2 or 3. I don't even know what's going on in Costa Rica and Belize for the football game. News updates, Marlon Quillen. Anyway, guys, a.k.a. Casale, I'm out.
Okay. Now, speaking of Spooners just said, and I quote, "To hell with Casale." No, he never said that. Spooner, only the joke. Spooner said, he said, the medic Cubans for international missions earns Cuba's communist one-party state billions in foreign exchange and is an economic lifeline for the oppressive regime. These workers receive 10% to 25% of the salary paid by the host countries, the rest kept by Cuban authorities. We are complicit in this abuse if we support it. Yeah. Well, I want to tell you, I would have to go in further to look at that. I believe,
Wait, read that again, Agu. Sorry, sir. Read that.
No, what he said was that the Cuban Communist Party make billions off of the doctors because the doctors only get 10 to 25% of their salary. The rest go to the communist regime.
That's how it works.
No,
that is how it works.
Now, again, I know in Belize, when you go through medical school and stuff like that, and the government help pay for you, you do a couple of years of service back to the government pro bono or cheaper for the public. Now if our government had a deal where we said, well, all right, instead of doing that work here, they need you in Cuba or they need you in Panama, so you go there. That normal, I imagine. I could understand if you dig deep. I know what Spooner's saying. But if you dig deep into anything, into programs like that, it is sort of state sanctioned. The USAID, that was state sanctioned, stuff like that. So we might not, I don't like communism, I don't. I think it's a repressive regime.
I mean, I guess you're saying that, they do, the government send these people, but these people don't necessarily benefit from the whole deal.
Yeah,
they're not representatives of the state, and they get what they get when they get it.
Yeah. I don't even know for sure. I'm going by what Spooners say. I'm not sure.
That's how they do it. They know, Konya,
they get 10 to 25.
They ain't saying you're there, and that they're others, right? Military.
Yeah. Did I tell you to say Ellen Sue like a Johnny K. Cole too?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. That still shocked me.
See, that's the thing, right? That some people have a problem with that. Some people have a problem with that. We look on the outside and say, well, thanks, Cuba. You help. Of course you do. Internally.
Yeah.
Some people don't agree with how that work for the people who actually involved. So which side of the fence you want to be on? The people that say the human factor within. I know the fact that one thing where if they put you to do it, you may be happy with. We happy with the help, yes, country to country. They're like, how would we feel when just the other day they look for send the soldiers to go? We have a problem with sending the soldiers to go to Haiti to get mixed up in that thing. Then what if you heard, well, there was a thing about, well, they never even get paid when they're supposed to get paid. But I'll kind of hair start raising and people start complaining. So again, these are the things that we have a right and we rail about and we could rail about it. Then can't rail about it. Right? So if Cuba say, well, send 500 solar, then go in. You can't rail about it though. When you get a fraction of where the service work. We rail up when we soldier me going. And if we soldier don't get compensated enough, we may make nice. Where the money there? So how you look upon it, how your worldview is, yes, they help, but there's two sides to the coin.
What it is it has to do again. I think that the perfect system is socialism mixed in with capitalism. That I think is the best system. Communism, I don't think work. That's the way the state own everything. But again, I think that Cuba was, because of the ties with China and Russia, straight communism at one time. I believe Cuba is more socialist at this point.
You believe that?
And again,
you believe that?
Yeah, I believe that they're still under legalities. I think that
fisherman can't fish if they don't get permission for fish. You can't even catch one if you don't get permission for fish.
Yeah, I well, all I had to say, bro, is that this country has helped us and many other countries even with their communist ways, they have chosen to help their neighbors.
That's what I say.
Yeah, so we come to a point now of moral judgment, I believe, the moral crossroad where we have to say, you know what? These people have been helping us and we are very appreciative of it. And that's the way part of the problem comes in. But we know in some part of the world they eat possum, we don't. Some part of the world they eat dog, we don't. Some part of the world they worship Buddha, we don't. So in our part of the world, there is a nation where is governed and ruled differently than we do.
Of course.
But we tolerate other things. So again, I have not been to Cuba. Many people have been to Cuba and came back and say it's a beautiful place. The people they don't look like they're oppressed. They don't look like they're starved. I don't know how you look if you're being oppressed or starved or what. But I don't think we should just, I know some believes they do it, but I don't think that nation should just turn your back. When apartheid was big, Cuba was the only nation in our area that sent military personnel to South Africa to fight apartheid, to fight, for black people. So, I mean, you have your good dictators and you have your bad dictators. Like, the Wizard of Oz was a dictator, but he was a good dictator. So, I know they say Cuba perfect. I'm saying that Cuba has stood by us, we have to make one big decision about Taiwan very soon. Big decision. And I hope we make the right one because Taiwan has stood with us.
Well, that's the thing.
Yeah, they have stood with us, through.
Hope it's the right one.
Yeah, whatever help women need, we accepted it. And everything comes with a cost, come with a price. And unless your word is not your bond, unless your word does not mean nothing, you got to be careful how you move.
What is word is bond? Yeah. That again, because we operate under this global, this global economy and global scenarios where we interact with countries rather than individuals in the countries.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy.
Yo, did you hear that? You hear LeBron James is going to play James Bond? Yes. LeBron's the name. James LeBron.
That is wild.
You heard Steph Curry did his 4,000th three-pointer?
I ain't want to have one with Steph Curry.
Really? When is St. Patrick's Day?
Wednesday.
You should know.
Wednesday. We would like to celebrate Peter O'Toole and Patio Furniture. We at the Morning Stew.
Hold on.
We'd like to teach. What?
Repeat that again.
Peter O'Toole
That
and
slide like that,
Patio.
boy. Come again.
And
What, the patio furniture? Yes, patio furniture. Very famous Irishman.
Peter O'Toole.
Ladies and gentlemen, while Frisco the laugh out of the man name, I don't know that. How you?
That is racist. That is racist. Please get the man a man and see what went the man.
Yes.
God,
well, Peter O'Toole is an actor.
Peter O'Toole.
Yes, Peter O'Toole and patio furniture. Peter O'Toole.
Patio, I don't know.
Okay, see the talk about that. So for some strange reason, right, over the weekend, I decided to watch. I said I get an early jump. I decided to watch. What's the strong guy's name? It's a Samson. Wait.
Hercules.
Oh yeah.
No Hercules. Samson. Samson, right? Samson and Delilah.
And Delilah.
Yes, the you know the.
Yes, the cut off.
The original one.
The original one with but I didn't.
Victor Mature. Was it Victor Mature?
The one we all know. I never know the female in the party was who it was. I just realized who's not Delilah. Delilah's sister, the original one with like. You know who that woman was? In
Who
that
was
movie?
that?
Do tell.
Angela Lansbury.
Murder She Wrote.
Murder She Wrote.
Yeah.
I look for in her younger days. I was like, why not the Murder She Wrote?
My boy, the coolest looking guy was Victor Mature.
Who played Samson?
Yeah, I believe that was him that played Samson. And I mean, let me see. Yes, let me show you the picture right now.
Yeah, well, for some strange reason, I said, but what do we do? I have never seen her in any other film than Murder She Wrote. Lisa probably. But
there he is.
Yeah,
Victor
that's the guy. That's the guy right there. That is him. But I know I see him in some other movies though, cause.
Oh, okay.
But that was him right there. But the original what's the company that made these movies? We have your breaks and all of that. You got the 10 Commandments. All of them were made by the one.
Cecil B. DeMille.
Huh?
Cecil B. DeMille, Metro Golden Mail.
Yes, that is it right
there. Look on Samson right there. Yes, the whitest black man you ever seen in history.
That's the movie. Nice. That's one that goes with the other ones. Not Touchstone Pictures, I think. The one with the I think that the one with the. Anyway, you know what it is.
Of course.
For some reason, I can watch that for whatever strange.
Demand me to try.
Well, as you said, you're getting a jump on them.
Yeah, I strolled through the list of movies and I said, okay, let me get a jump and put on this, and then you have your interlude and 5 minutes of orchestric music. After the listen
orchestric.
And after I don't even know if that's a word, but I just say it. And then
one of our listeners said, let me see. Okay.
Put the picture up.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a guy.
Which one better? You take over the next day to preserve. Wait, 3 months. Anyway, he said Cuba is not an oppressive regime. USA is oppressing Cuba. USA has murdered many leaders and governments. Well, yeah, that's another thing. But you have to understand when we say when you don't have a right to vote and you can't decide who your leader is, that opens some questions. But ladies and gentlemen, before we go to a break, we here at the Morning Stew are knowledgeable in the fact that not only do we provide news, information, and on some occasion an occasional laugh, we also need to teach you all Foreign languages.
Uh-oh.
Every now and again, we give you all a Mexican word of the day. Today, we will teach you how to speak Irish. Now, I want all my listeners out there, Frisco, Lisa, and listening. I want all the listeners out there. Repeat after me.
Uh-oh.
Say these 4 words, and you shall be speaking Irish. The first word is whale.
Whale.
The second word is oil.
Oil.
Wade
The
oil.
third word is beef.
Wade oil beef.
Huh?
Wade oil beef.
Whale.
Oil.
Whale.
Whale.
Oil beef.
Oil.
Whale
Beef.
oil beef.
And hooked.
Whale oil beef hook.
You said it, not me. That's what you did.
There you have it, folks.
Give me some flour, you know, please. Give me some flour for water down the stairs in my mouth.
There you have it. Speak. Yes. Whale, oil, beef, hooked. Yes.
We'll be right back.
Stay there.
We'll be right back. When I come back, I'll tell you what would happen if you did not consume sugar for an entire year.
Mother heck, it wouldn't be sweet at all.
Think about that.
That's sour like lime.
Think about that challenge.
A year.
A year.
Give us
But remember, everything you eat turns sugar.
Yeah, but I mean,
please,
like,
could you repeat the 4 words before we go to break, please?
well oil beef hook.
Beef hook.
Yes, there you go.
Whale
Yes.
oil beef hook.
Yes, whale oil beef hook.
If you could conquer anybody, forget it away for some.
It's all on the emphasis.
Nando's Wholesale is your market.
All right, welcome back, folks. You're locked into the morning stew. It is 10 minutes. Oh, we missed it. 10 minutes after 11 o'clock. Yeah, that happened right there. Oh, somebody said my...
11, baby.
Oh, yeah, I take my silky silk and say that this the pajamas. What's up, B-Red?
No, sir.
B-Red, the chance, boy. This is silky B-Red. Silky, smooth. Carmelo.
You know that
Good
silk
morning,
that
my
the worst thing for sleeping, huh?
Hold on.
If nobody has said it, I will say it.
What's up?
I do not come to bury Caesar. I come to tell you that he was an honorable man.
Right.
I am not coming to bury Shine Barrow, but he went as an honorable man. I saw him with all his mistakes. Others could run away from the press. He walked into the press and told them exactly how he felt. He congratulated the incoming members that won, and he said, I will bow down, accept defeat. I will bow down at the next convention, whatever that means in their constitution. But I think, as an old politician as I am, that he went down honorably. Did not run away from shy for the press, and he congratulated his worst political enemies that were within
Frisco,
his camp.
ask Don Hector, who is the head of the
What does
UDP
this
now
do
today?
to democracy? What happened at this election? At this election, Belize has finally gained the semblance of democracy. We have a party in government, well entrenched, but you have also an opposition. If two honorable men bow down or are debriefed from that old UDP thinking that what am I UDP, and here I call the honorable Pat, Pat from North, and the young man here, Gera from the West, get back to your party. You have 3 members there that will form the voice of the, whatever UDP, new or old, I think the old guard. Because all the eminent leaders, Saldiva, Fava, who once were leaders for the board, or each one deposed each other. Now we have a new era whereby I believe, as I had predicted to you all before, that Taylor Tracy was going to win her elections. Many told me, no, you don't know what you're saying. I said, yes. Taylor is going to win because X is not a number. And the young lady was too young and committed mistakes. I said it loud and I have it in my notes. So Taylor becomes the de facto leader of the UDP, no matter what the courts then say on the 31st. I think the court should throw away that case.
That answer your question, Group?
The people have
No, who's the leader today?
And
just say
this aspiring leader the mandate. Tracy has the mandate. And so he has 2 of his generals that won. Who could have ever thought that Lee Marchand will beat Shine Barrow? It was crazy to even think about it. And so when the PUP again went down in that UDP area, Godwin Hallock, the man gone and invaded the Barrow castle, and he is now also along with Tega. So the 3 of them are going to form and request the Governor General to appoint Tracy Tega as the leader in the House, the UDP leader in the House of Representatives, by commanding
you think any of these
a
cases will
majority
continue?
of 2.
As so it was
Godwin
lodged by the leader of the opposition.
So Tega will be the leader of whatever the Governor General will decide to call it. But I say the UDP, because the other half of the UDP died. It's dead. So again I say there's a light in the channel, in the tunnel. It's a light there that democracy can be brought back.
What's your opinion again about the lawsuits in the court? What's your opinion on that?
They're going to be thrown out.
Yeah, that's what he said.
That the judges should drop it. There is no longer anything about who should be the leader. Yeah. Because right now, for example, take a command in respect. She will answer for the demands that are made of the leader in the House of, for example, John Briceño, the Prime Minister, will have to consult the leader of the opposition in the House. So the leader in the House take her constitutionally. She is the leader. She is the one that the Constitution...
Okay. Done. Okay, let me ask you this. So what's your take on him saying on Shine still is of the opinion that Tracy and everybody else are not UDPs? Although he lost.
They are what you said?
Mr. Barrow is still of the opinion that they are not UDPs, although he lost.
Well, Mr. Barrow is depending upon what the court may say. But even if the court says that Barrow is the leader of the UDP, the Constitution does not support him because he is not representing the UDP in government. So
because those cases were formed when he was.
When appointing a judge or appointing...
No, you're not being a government guy, never win a seat.
Yeah, exactly what I'm saying.
The one responding. So how can he claim that he's a leader when he has no say? Absolutely. So it sounds ticklish. But
so everything that's in the process of the court now will be thrown out.
Government, and we have an opposition up to now. Let's see what transpires in the days ahead with Hugo, who is the deputy, or was the deputy leader. But now he's the Honorable Hugo Pat. He tried to play KG, notice that he said, well, I go wherever the rest going. But that's an old thing. So it is interesting ahead. The thing not over until it's over. And I think very soon it will be over when the swearing comes in.
Yeah. All right, then. Thanks.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. There's a couple of things that he said, and there's a couple of things that are quite different. There are a couple of things that he said. He said he would step down and they would go to convention to pick
a leader.
But he didn't say, in his view, when they go to that convention, that Tracy and that crowd will be allowed in that convention because he's still of the view that they are not UDP.
You see, but this is...
So that's why this court case will continue go to the court.
Yeah, this is why we were saying that the courts, they drag their feet. Because all those cases that were filed, and this again where I say, I may hope, David my ballet, but all these cases were filed when he was in a position of authority, when he could have continued defending these cases. But now that he is in no position of authority, whether or not the court said, all right, you were leader, then, well, that would be an important thing. Because then, if he was, well, I don't know. All I know is I don't think that Shine should follow this up.
Well, some are of the opinion that, but he's not, sir.
I don't know.
I don't know
if he said anything
internally they were telling her. Because the question would be, does he still have the support of the party chairman and the other people? Or would they say, you know what, make a crash this? So that remains to be seen. But he's of the opinion that he's still ready to go to court. Cremelo.
Remember the day after the election when he was saying, or the night of the election when he was saying that they have one convention to pick one, whatever. And the next day I came on and I was asking, I'm saying, but that don't make sense because he is not the leader as of that vote. He was not
what he say is when they go to convention.
But there's going to be no convention.
According to him, remember they said they got convention, they may pick one different leader after elections.
Yeah, that's when he was the leader.
No, that you know, the leader there and then, but they have to go to convention for that was written.
Yeah.
Tracy and they got against that written thing.
Yeah.
So
but what
anyway,
I'm saying is
I got Boca to hang up on the line. Hold on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, man.
So, morning, guys.
Is that?
Hi, Boca.
Yeah, this, if you watch this UDP scenario, we have to watch it for a legal matter and not for emotion, is that we must remember Shine is still the leader. But in the Constitution, say for run for a leader for the UDP, you must be a member of the National Assembly, either a senator or a representative or a representative. Yes, he lost his bid to be a representative, so automatic the next convention, which he had promised us, say, if he lose and if he will step down and he will not run again. So right now the court is still valid for say who is a UDP.
That's the question.
But the election and boundaries now, they rule everybody under a UDP ticket. So Tracy is still a UDP, won by UDP. Mr. Hugo Pat, Godwin Halak, Mike Guerra, and Lee Marchand are all UDP.
And that's a challenge.
What Tracy has to do now is that when they swear them in the House of Representatives, like what Don Hector said, constitutionally, she will become the leader of opposition. Because even if you have a vote, her side of candidates that won outnumbered Shine side. So you have Lee Mark and Godwin already 3. Then you have
leader of the opposition don't necessarily mean leader of the UDP.
Right? But the court case, like when most people think, the court will probably decide and say, look, nobody will challenge the leader now, and the Constitution states that.
No, the question is, are they legally UDPs?
Well,
that is what will be taken to court. You go to convention, the convention no means they were involved in the convention.
Yes, but
will that affect that won't affect the outcome of the election at all?
This is what Shine filed as part of the UDP, that they're not UDP.
That's the way you said. That's the challenge in court still.
Yes, the court will have to come to a decision with that.
Exactly.
The court will have
let me
to
ask
come
a question. Let me ask a question.
Hold on.
Let me ask a question, because I really don't know. The way the election worked, when the people that won, they won. The people that lost were no longer in government or whatever. They were no longer elected. So Shine lost. The fact that Shine lost, does anything that Shine was doing while he was leader, is any of that?
That not playing no role. The rift that's taken to court is between the UDPs. It has nothing to do with the House and the Parliament.
Okay, so now, but what I'm saying now, who currently, after that election took place, who currently is the leader of the opposition? Who that is the leader of the opposition?
When they go into the House, if the case not settled yet, it still want to be whoever they pick. That's a dispute. The question is not who are the leader of the opposition. The question is, are they UDP? Can the leader of the opposition not necessarily mean you're a UDP? You could be the leader of the opposition as AFD, as one new party. Say AFD becomes theoretically that may a real party.
Okay.
Then they may be the leader of the opposition. You don't have to be the leader of the opposition, not necessarily mean you have to be UDP or PUP.
It depends on you and Lisa.
No, the Constitution, I believe, just said the two political parties have to be UDP and PUP.
Yeah, but what I really don't, because again,
right, Boca?
I do with yes. Is that right now you have no hope.
Yeah, that don't exist yet. Right, so this thing I hear, and this thing I hear the 28th, you know, I think the 28th of March, if I'm not mistaken, when this thing want be heard. I'll double check that with the center.
But do listen to me, right? right now, you're not going to know leader of opposition. You're not going to know. Only the first week right now, our Prime
Minister, yes, the cabinet.
Because they swear in yesterday. So when the House meet and they're swearing their members, and like what Frisco say, there's a differentiate between leader of the opposition and party leader. When the House swearing, Tracy becomes the leader of the opposition. That party leader is for UDP business at a convention.
Yes.
When they have and in their constitution state that you have to be a member of the National Assembly to run for party leader. So automatically, Shine Barrow is out as party leader if we even try run. He's not qualified to run.
But until then,
and the way how we do right now, like you said with the court, right? It's so interesting is that nobody run under ASD. Everybody run under UDP. So what will happen though, even if the court say, well, UDP should keep it there, no AFD, that five win, run under UDP, that I don't think AFD went and even registered as anything.
No.
It's just like how political parties do not register. So they could drop that AFD side quick and they're UDP once again.
It'd be interesting if we find out where the court say, right?
But they like what group says, Shine is still leader until they have a convention.
No, I never said that. I had to try to find out.
Until they have a convention, he's not
leader of the UDP.
99.9% have shown that Tracy will be the leader.
So couple things go happen. That they mend their fences internally and drop the in case and say, why, stop this foolishness, time to bring the party together, or he continue pushing.
Because
that are two options that go happen.
Frisco, you must remember, it's not only Shine is the leader, that whole executive still stands.
That's what I say. So you have to day internal if you say buy or lose, make it stop this nonsense.
No, that whole executive,
I believe. Feet is still the chairman, Albert August is still the deputy chairman.
I believe the focus on bringing this party together.
No, I believe no.
Hold on, group say that group?
I believe that the person who is most important in bringing this party together isn't Tracy Tega, it's Sugar Pat. It's Sugar Pat. Because Sugar Pat is one of those people from Shine's faction. So what Sugar Pat would need to do, I believe, is to convince the executive that for the better of the party, we need to come together and make sure. I don't know. I think.
Well, anyway, the case will be on March 31st.
Yeah.
So today is the 14th.
That's a few months from now.
If you have to have a house meeting on the, just say have a house meeting on the 29th.
Okay.
Tracy and her tree holds the majority on the opposing side of the aisle. So she would be the leader of the opposition, not the leader of the UDP. Right?
Yeah. Well, because what happens if Tracy is the one that goes, come, show Auntie Lisa and Uncle Frisco how you look. Show them how you look.
By the way, thank you, anything else you want to land before?
Yeah. Like, you got it right, Frisco. Constitutionally, Tracy will be the LOO. Yes. So anything the government does will have to go through her on the advice of the opposition.
She got a controlling number.
Yeah, she will have that. And like we say, I got a feeling 60%, 70% that case won't be even heard in the court. I think
that remains to be seen.
I think they are just quashed. And you will see them start back to bill again. The second thing I want to say about this election that now, right, is that I don't know how people vote, but you guys were reporting or listening. One spell up to 1 o'clock, you have about what? 30% vote, 20%, everybody was worried. All of a sudden, when this thing done, you have 65% people come out for vote. What? is the statistics that they were giving was coming in from all those villages, all those remote areas that they were just focusing on the main
it's an average.
What do you call it? The voting pool area then. Because to get that big jump, I think everybody was, although in 2020, it was what, 80%, 81% people came out to vote.
Yeah.
And now it's 65%. So it's
Why was that, Boca? Because in 2020, we used that time to remove people from office.
Yes, it was like it was
discontent brings out numbers.
Yes,
Content,
yes,
less numbers.
Discontent vote.
But
We don't vote
if you
people
look
in,
at
remember.
this election, guys, look at somebody like Dr. Martinez in Toledo East. This is the first time I think somebody trumped 5,000 votes. And this, what happened in an election, is very, very worrisome if I were the opposition. And I think in politics, to build back, when you look at divisions that are Lakey, Toledo East, Freetown, Port George, Pickstock, and some of Orange Walk Central, in fact, whole and not, except Bayonne. I think that our great rebuild the opposition will have to have, and it might be overnight, it might be 2030, but they have to begin to study and rebuild.
Well, up to them, that's up to them. Yes,
Yeah, they have to rebuild.
Sure, one thing we know.
Yeah,
one thing we know about that, they're not mature people there by that side.
Yeah, we need check and balance in our government, but one of the things, guys.
But one at a time, Boca, we gotta wrap this piece up.
Right now, I just want to suggest this. Why notice?
What?
I believe the nomination, they shall raise the price to at least $1,000.
Why?
Because I think more people go get nominated, they will give up $200.
I think probably you nuts.
Hey, nobody force us to go do that. You could
Yeah,
care
but
why.
then, so you're the way of people
Boca, you asked me a question. Hold on. You asked me a question Wednesday. I say, if you take 6 people for nominator, how you only get 3 votes?
Thank you. That's a very good question. And the guy from Albert. 6 people nominated and you only get 3 votes.
Maybe they come back to the States. I don't know. Later.
But the election come and gone, we just hope better for the country.
Yeah. You know, see this. Well, I mean, I can't say not see this. Thanks, Boca. Someone of anything their way.
Yeah.
Someone anything their way don't happen all the time, and you know.
If me and Frisco and Lisa they argue. Say me, Frisco and Lisa they argue. And Frisco and Lisa they on side, they argue against me, right? But let's go say when election happen and I win. Frisco still mix with me. But Lisa have to be the one where I say, yo, Frisco, watch your man. We need to work with Groove.
To give him a chance.
Because me going to Frisco and say, Frisco, we have to work together is almost like me throwing salt in the wound. I don't want to hear that from the person where I never like. I want to hear that from the person where me there with we. Maybe, and that's why I say I think that it's up to Hugo Pat to bring this party together now, because he needs to convince all of the other side when me there with Shine, look, the time to ease this battle.
But yeah, he has shown that he another one to be vocal. And you know if he that the one would want to be ever be party leader, because he has not shown that he has that manly personality, right, Lisa? You have to be be manly. Yeah, he is very submissive. He goes with the status quo.
For a reason. Everybody was born for a reason. Judas was born simply to betray Christ. And things like that. People, Julius Caesar was born to say et tu brute. And maybe Hugo Pat was born to pull the party together. Maybe he don't want to be leader. And that would be perfect.
It wouldn't be only him. It would be a cry from the entire internal structure of what is right now.
But the thing is, he is the most powerful of the ones that were re-elected.
Yeah, point.
He's the most powerful of the ones that were re-elected.
Understood.
So I know Tracy have a part for Dutto, but I do believe that when somebody in your platoon,
when they send me, somebody
wrong,
send me something, yeah?
Yeah, when somebody in the platoon look wrong and say, yo, you know what, bros? Make we put down my weapon and make we go talk to them people. It would be better than if the enemy come up to you and say, yo, put down your weapon, make we talk.
Well, you go, Pat, somebody sent me a release. I don't know if this is legit. CY send me it.
It's legit. If CY send it, it's legit.
You know how these things go. Next thing you know, saying he I said nothing.
This is alleged.
Alleged that it's Hugo Pat. Let's see. What is he saying here? The headline says, you know the headline funny. I don't trust the headline.
Yeah.
Hugo Pat endorses Tracy Panton. Bye. I can't come in and get one conversation, you know, star.
I was trying to look for it because I saw it someplace and then it's like, okay, where did I see that?
I heard an interview, but he didn't come right out and endorse. But he sounded like he realized we need to move forward.
Oh, this is our old thing, though. This is for October 2024. So again,
how dare you?
Okay. Oh.
Yes. Give yourself 50 legends.
Let's see. Okay. So one of these online thing. Hugo Pat endorses Tracy Panton as UDP leader. Mike Guerra expected to follow. This is one from one source earlier today.
That's lately?
Yeah. Hugo Patton might support. So, yeah, might. And again, you say, they might business there.
Yeah.
You know, I'll tell you what I remember. There was one president in those United States of America's history that was never, ever elected. That was Gerald Ford. Gerald Ford became president when Richard Nixon resigned. So, and Gerald Ford's presidency was marked by one thing. He brought the country together. They said that a whole lot of big international foreign policies didn't happen, but he was like the well that pulled the country back together. And again, we did on a point that is a very historical point in Belize. Somebody lost their seat, shine that nobody thought he would have lost. A woman became the first leader of a major party during Women's Month. And those are big, big things. So I think that after what happened in a UDP, I don't believe that there's one UDP that's pleased about what took place. And I think that every UDP want to pull their party back together. Yeah, go right ahead. I didn't know there was a call on line.
Yeah.
Hello,
Go ahead.
caller.
Morning, Lisa. Morning, Groove.
Hi, old
Mischief.
Good one. You gotta go fast, though, because time is short.
I know, all right. Well, listen to me. As of now, the official party leader of the UDP is Hugo Pat, because he was the deputy party leader.
All right.
No, nobody takes over the leadership of the UDP yet until they go to convention.
As far as I'm concerned, Shine now the only one when we said that Tracy and Lee Mark and the other guys are no UDP. They have always said then they run as UDP in the Carney Alliance. No.
It's in the court though, it's in the court, caller, so make no try to confuse the listeners.
The chairman and the deputy chairman, they all need to resign. All of them to resign.
Well,
and make the whole thing start all over.
Yeah.
That's the only way the party want to rebuild.
Well, that's up to them. That's up to them.
The official leader of the UDP is Hugo Pat, because he was the deputy party leader. Shine no play no role at all right now. None whatsoever.
Yeah, we don't go through this though. We don't exhaust this.
All right,
this,
well, I got
this
with that you're short of time, but you feel like lessons.
Yeah.
You learn certain things the hard way. You see election night in there by yourself, you're the party leader, and then one person there with you when you go into the counting station. These are when you don't want to listen. From city council elections, the people, they say, we're not happy with who the party leader, we don't want to make it. But he ain't got this ego and figure he could be prime minister. And you learn things. I've been to tell you guys that party is not going to win the election with no junior minister as party leader. No, Patrick should have become chairman. He should have run again, become chairman.
And as far as John Saliba is concerned, he will be backbench and he just support the rights. He shouldn't run that.
Hey, Carla, they don't figure it out. They don't have to figure it out. Yeah, that's one internal thing. Is that? Yeah. Gotcha. Yeah, that's internal thing, no, Carla. Thanks. That's enough for we call right now. We did.
Why you continue to call Will Mischief, Carla?
We did. Will Mischief.
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, our time is running out.
Yeah, we got to get to the weather or something.
We need to jump into our girly word. Miss Love, please.
Okay.
Yes.
It's Lexi.
Very powerful conversation going on, ladies and gentlemen.
The time just flew by.
And we know we're about confused for you listening because they are very learned, and then it's sucking both sides of the argument, and they come with their own opinion. Yes, of course.
No, let's try to clear up what's legal and what's true and what's conjecture and what's opinions and things like that.
All right, Miss Love, hit it with your girly word because it's a beautiful one.
Of course it is. 2 things you will never have to chase: true friends and true love.
Ooh.
You don't have to chase? Why I chase my friend in for my house all the time?
Yes.
True friends and true love. 2 things.
And I always have to chase true love, except right now, like go down, I can't run too fast, and I have to chase. Yes.
Oh, boy.
All right.
Yeah. That's your girly word for today.
Very beautiful girly word. That looked like Princess Margaret at night before you get that Baron Bliss grave.
Okay.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got the first part of the man's perspective. And as time is running out, I know I wait for the man to jump.
Make case.
This is who is that beautiful young lady? Let us see who this young lady is.
Kirsty.
Hello,
pretty. Hey, look at this. All kind of badges and things and sports day winning and you better run fast.
Kirsty.
Yes, it is.
Did you bring a piece of cake did you bring cake for mommy's birthday?
No cake, no come in Groove, me no.
Why? Christy popped down.
She better run. Hey, sports day, got all kind of first place and second place and thing there.
The man's perspective for today, ladies and gentlemen, comes from an old Arabic proverb.
Yes.
And it says simply, unlike the stomach, the brain doesn't alert you when it's empty.
Unlike the stomach.
Yes, unlike
the brain
doesn't alert you when it's empty, because when your stomach empty, you make that little sound. When your brain empty, it's only the people hearing you hear them songs. Yep. You don't realize they come from your head.
Wee!
Wee!
Duck.
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the lovely and talented, world-famous, internationally known, the one and only silk shirt wearing.
Wee!
With the hair to push out that top like burn. Yes, I don't need no gold chain and your pimp hat. You may gone clear.
Greasy.
Leave him.
Greasy.
You don't have the bottom to it.
All right, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to tie the 2 things in one because of time, right? So the question was asked, what will happen if you cut sugar for a year?
Mm-hmm.
And I was trying to see if there would be some negative that actually we do need some sugar. But lo and behold, alas, there was none. What alas mean, Groove?
That's right before you get to car.
Alaska. Alas, there's none.
It's the place right in front of
Frisco. That's what you get. Asking this boy.
So, if you cut, if you manage, and this is the hardest thing to do ever in life, to cut sugars, like straight up sugars. Although in some foods you do get sugars, right?
Yeah.
And in fruits and vegetables.
Yep.
But just manufactured sugars.
Okay.
You would see improved energy levels without the highs and crashes caused by sugar. Your energy levels become more stable. So sugar causes highs and lows and crashes in your body.
Mm-hmm.
Weight loss. Cutting sugar can reduce chronic intake and help with weight management. You get better skin. Look at me. Ooh, smooth, silky.
Mm-hmm.
Sugar is known to contribute to acne and other skin issues. So there's that. Enhance mental clarity, Groove.
Hello.
Many people experience improved focus and concentration without the brain fog that sugar can cause. Improve dental health, reduce sugar intake, we know what that is. Reduce the risk of chronic diseases. Lower sugar consumption is linked to a decreased risk of heart disease, type 2 diabetes, and certain cancers. We should know these things. Better digestion if you would cut sugar for a year. None of us cut sugar this week. Some people find that cutting sugar helps with digestive issues and reduce bloating. And this one, enhanced taste. Your taste buds may become more sensitive, and you might find that you enjoy the natural sweetness of fruits and other foods more. Now, caution, here comes the caution. It is always a good idea to consult with your healthcare professional before making significant changes to your diet.
Of course.
How do you feel and things like that about potentially cutting sugar from your diet? Because you know what cold turkey is, right, Groove?
Yes, it makes very good sandwiches.
Cold turkey could actually cause some problems. So you have to know how to do that thing there. If you like a sugar and you've been to take sugar cold turkey, you might hurt yourself.
And I tell you, that's very surprising. A lot of those things. I thought that by eliminating sugar, your body might, it might have some bad side effects. But apparently, because I tell you would get sugar anyway because of some of the stuff you eat.
Yeah,
but I think that you probably talk about the sugar where you add in your stuff daily.
Yeah, produce sugar.
Yeah, but while you were reading that, I just gone to check the other side of that. And not try to do that with salt. You could do that with sugar, but not try to do it with salt because you need salt. They say if you don't take your salt, you want to get muscle cramps, hyponatremia,
that too,
or whatever that is, all kind of thing. But that's very good. I don't think that
a level of salt necessary in your body, I think everything necessary, but
and just like sugar.
Yes.
Okay, because you bring up a good point. Salt, while sugar you find naturally in our foods, I don't think you find salt naturally in anything like that.
Right, you have to add too.
What you eat where you find salt in? Nothing.
What?
I said, what you eat where you find salt in?
French fries?
No, they add too.
Hey, I get a group French fries it is. Let's get the weather.
Wrong with you?
Let's get the weather.
I don't know. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know where Miss Good Pair is from, but Iva's a big fan of the show. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together. Iva Good Pair. Yeah. Go ahead, Iva.
This is your weather for today. It says fair, warm, and mostly dry weather conditions prevail in our forecast. Sunny with a few cloudy spells today and partly or mostly clear skies tonight. Little or no rain is expected. We are not expecting any. Winds blowing east, southeast at 10 to 15 knots. I don't know where, but yeah. The sea state is choppy. Waves beyond the reef 2 to 4 feet. Temperatures for today on the coast 87 degrees Fahrenheit. Inland areas 95 degrees Fahrenheit. And in the hills,
I nearly see.
Almost. And in the hills, 83 degrees Fahrenheit. We're currently experiencing a high tide. A low tide comes in at 4:33. Another high is on schedule at 10:30 tonight. Then another low at 4:52 early Saturday morning. Sunset this evening at...
I stop compliment you until you could talk proper Creole. At 6:02.
And the moon will rise at 6:33. In our outlook, this is through to Saturday night. It's for similar weather conditions to prevail. Our forecaster is Tariq Matthews, and that's your weather.
Thank you, Mr. Tariq Matthews, and Iva Good Pair. Hope you all have, thank you very much for that. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Mr. Junit here. I do believe Mr. Junit is from Ohio. Hugh, is that where you're from? Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, here he is, huge unit. Yes, Mr. Junit.
Mr. Redden is reminding me that salt is sodium, and sodium can be found in some foods.
Yes.
In their composition.
Yes.
It's true.
And other writings that they do.
That's what you get.
All right. Let's see here. Where's the map? Let's just roll the map. We're looking for a front. Do we get a front?
Hey.
Do we get a front? Do I see a front? No whammy. Come on. No whammy. We're looking for a front.
Say yes. Boom.
So Sunday, yeah, we do see a frontal boundary push down on Sunday into Monday. Still seeing it, and it might bring some showers there.
A little drizzle
on Monday, more like Monday evening into Tuesday. Now it's like pushing back. Yeah, these things. Hey, Groove, there's a huge gyre spin in the North Atlantic.
Oh my goodness, the gyre has returned.
A huge gyre.
Early.
Yeah. All right. So that frontal boundary bringing a northerly flow on Monday. Yeah. So I tell you what's going to happen on Sunday is that Sunday breeze no and it blow. It's going to be very hot. And then that front makes its way on, at least today. Today's Friday. That is what the models are showing. There it is.
Okay.
That's right.
And that's Monday.
Rain to come, breeze to blow.
We see some showers associated with that into Tuesday, more in the south. And then by Wednesday, you're back to our easterly. Yep. So, and then if you really want to egg yourself, another one rolls, another front tries to come down again by Thursday, but that's way out.
Yeah,
it's interesting weather pattern, but yeah, that is what it is. We got to, that's it.
Very good. Thank you, Mr.
I try to find sodium in foods naturally because I made a bold statement that might be incorrect.
Yes.
Because I don't look for sodium, I look for salt as the flavoring.
Right.
Because you eat fruits and the fruit's sweet. You eat some vegetables and it's sweet, and that's what we go for, the taste. Salt being the flavor, salt is a flavor that you don't naturally find.
We're looking for salt.
So the flavor salt you don't naturally find, so you can't, but and that's what people go for. That flavor. Salt.
Yes. Some of the foods that contain sodium are, again, but these aren't natural foods.
Yeah, you have to look for the naturally. There's naturally.
Processed meats, salty snacks, canned soups and vegetables, cheese, and certain condiments. Foods naturally containing sodium would be milk. Milk got what?
Yeah, they say meat, eggs, things like that. Fish.
Yeah, meat. That's why pork meat, you don't have to put too much season on it. Beets
having sodium, seaweed having sodium. But, I mean, as a flavor profile, right? Salt. No, I don't think naturally exists. Maybe, I don't know. I never meet on food yet with taste salty without salt.
Without salt.
You might get sodium, but no salt.
Yes.
Yeah. Thanks, Mr. Redon. We got to go to break. Quick. Come back.
Soda biscuit. Yeah, ladies. Well, I didn't send up any birthdays, but I do have a birthday request that I want to send out to Kimberly in Concord, California, coming to you from Swayze.
All right.
No Swayze.
You have many more, Miss Kimberly.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Very, very good.
All right, so let me grab this quick break. It's not long.
Quick. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Yo.
Whether you are a busy person
come back, folks. Couple of minutes we got. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
All right. Lisa have any birthdays? She had any?
No, I don't.
All right. Well, it's a birthday.
Who could finish this song? Rain to come, breeze to blow.
Chicken the outer door.
Oh, that chicken?
Why? What were you thinking?
They in the group.
I see that, but
he used to sing it.
I don't know where you get that from. You must have never liked your teacher.
Yes.
Oh,
I know it as chicken and the outer door.
Yes. Marlon want to know why did I insinuate. Marlon want to know why did I insinuate that pork is naturally salty.
Yes, I was tourists tell me down the road if they could find any food when naturally salty.
Frisco they try to explain to me while he's a mind there, it's not a gutter.
Yeah.
Anyway.
We gotta go.
Yes, the time is now 11:59. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time before we go, thank you very much, Miss Love, for your always beautiful endeavor in teaching us new things. What were those words again? If you want to speak Irish,
whale.
Say the 4 words: whale, oil, beef, hooked.
Whale, oil, beef, hooked.
Yes, there you go, sir. Try not to get catch.
It's a conspiracy. It's a conspiracy.
The conspiracy.
Aye. Well, later on, I don't confirm it. Tony G says he's in the house later on.
Very good, very good.
And then, serious business. Friday night jump off Jesse and Cross Rascas songs later on. Tomorrow night, team soccer, 6 until 10. Saturday night mixed down, DJ Mark Hyde. Boy, the way that. Go apple?
When you know, like
my custard apple.
Custard apple?
It's a custard apple. Yeah.
Can do a little plug Lakers and the Lakers Saturday night.
Yes.
Early 90s. Karaoke first. Why you have to know why there. I can't explain.
Through the whole turn left.
Yes, take a left, then take a right, then take another right.
Go to the Tabrood Street, I make one left. Go to your city, 2 cold. Sideways, I make
if
right.
one nice 90s session, pull through because I got the barrel lead ready up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hold up your foot and jump.
Byron Lee.
Yes.
You know Byron Lee never sing one song in his life.
Don't worry about that.
Yeah, dancing, huh? Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, this week gone by fast.
Yeah.
It started off with a whole lot of excitement as we were looking forward to the election. A lot of people may cut their eye out of one another, they throw a word out of one another, and they generally go on with bad style.
Don't do it.
The election is done. It is time that we come together as a country, PUP, UDP, BPP, APP, JPP, BPM, CEO, everybody.
CNN.
Come together. CNN. Gonna come together. And let's get this party, let's get this country together. UDP, when they're at a crossroad, well, when done past the crossroads.
It's true.
When come together now, when sing Kumbaya, when do a leave barbecue, when come together, when do a lot of ads together before election, when show that a cohesive team, you go Pat and Tracy, and after they up on a poster, they hug up on another thing, all of the nice thing. We gotta, move on. So, yes, that's all I want to say about that. Least, if you were living in at the time of a dinosaur, you know what you would have been?
Don't tell.
A Gorgiosaurus.
Oh my God. I smell popcorn.
Popcorn with butter?
That is corny. Oh,
yes,
man.
Bye-bye.
Get me some Dr. Scholl's, will ya? Please.
I'm running out of here.
Take us out,
Thank you so much for resting with us. Please do take care of yourself. Enjoy your day today. Enjoy your weekend, all right? Stay safe. If for some reason you got to be out there, please do whatever is right by you. Keep yourself hydrated and where possible in the shade. If God is willing, we will see you right back here on Monday. Take care of you, and you and I promise to take care of me.
Silky, baby.
Yes.
I
go and hang out at your house and leave it later now.
Watch out.